Hello everyone, welcome to this session. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in good laboratory practices, which is Introduction to Laboratory Documentation and Record Keeping. In laboratories, performing experiments correctly is important, but documenting the work properly is equally important. So, in this session, we will understand the importance of documentation and proper record keeping. By the end of the session, you will understand why laboratory documentation is important, different types of laboratory records, principles of proper record keeping, data traceability and accountability, and the role of documentation in GLP compliance. These concepts are essential in biotechnology, pharmaceutical, and research laboratories. Laboratory documentation means systematically recording all laboratory activities. This includes experimental procedures, observations, results, equipment usage, and quality control activities. Documentation acts as proof that laboratory work was performed correctly. Good documentation reflects professionalism and good laboratory practice. Now, let us discuss why documentation is important. Suppose an experiment gives excellent results, but no proper records are available. In that case, the results cannot be verified or repeated properly. Proper documentation helps maintain data accuracy, improve traceability, reduce errors, support reproducibility, and meet regulatory requirements. Accurate records increase scientific credibility. In laboratories, different types of records are maintained for different purposes. For example, laboratory notebooks, sample records, equipment logbooks, calibration records, SOP records, training records, and quality control records. Each document plays an important role in maintaining laboratory operations and compliance. Good laboratory documentation should always be clean, accurate, complete, readable, timely, and traceable. Records should be always reflect the actual work performed in the laboratory. Poor or incomplete documentation can create confusion and affect reliability of data. Now, let us discuss some important principles of record keeping. Laboratory personnel should record information immediately, use permanent ink, avoid overwriting, sign and date record properly, and correct errors using approved methods. Even small documentation mistakes can create major compliance issues in laboratories. GLP documentation follows the ALCOA principles of data integrity. ALCOA stands for the listed in the PPT. These principles ensure that laboratory data is trustworthy and reliable. ALCOA is widely followed in pharmaceutical and biotechnology industries. Laboratory notebooks are considered permanent scientific records. Scientists use laboratory notebooks to record procedures, observations, calculations, results, and conclusion. A properly maintained notebook helps researchers repeat experiments and verify scientific findings. Equipment documentation is also very important in laboratories. Laboratories maintain records related to calibration, maintenance, servicing, usage history, and performance check. These records help ensure that equipment is functioning properly and producing accurate results. Modern laboratories are increasingly using electronic documentation systems. Electronic systems help with data storage, sample tracking, instrument records, and report generation. Compared to paper records, electronic systems provide faster access, better traceability, and improved data security. Now, let us discuss some common documentation mistakes. Examples include missing signatures, incomplete records, delayed entries, incorrect corrections, poor handwriting, and missing dates. Although these mistakes may seem small, they can create serious regulatory and compliance problems. Data integrity means maintaining data in a reliable and accurate manner. Laboratory data should always be consistent, protected from manipulation, and scientifically reliable. Strong data integrity builds trust in laboratory operations and supports regulatory approval. Documentation is one of the most important parts of GLP compliance. GLP requires laboratories to maintain proper documentation systems, secure data storage, traceable records, and audit-ready documentation. Without proper documentation, laboratories cannot demonstrate compliance effectively. Proper record keeping provides many advantages to laboratories. It helps improve data reliability, reduce operational errors, simplify audits and inspections, improve accountability, and increase scientific credibility. Well-maintained records improve overall laboratory management. So, let us summarize today's session. Today we discussed laboratory documentation, types of laboratory records, good record keeping practices, ALCOA principles, data integrity, and GLP compliance. Overall, proper documentation is essential for professional laboratory operations. Thank you everyone for watching the session. I hope this video helped you understand the basics of laboratory documentation and record keeping. If you have any questions, feel free to mention them in the comment section. Thank you.